It was over before it began. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So I'm referring to the narcissistic relationship. Yes, it was over the minute you met that person. You didn't know it because you were unaware of narcissism. The person you're considering, they knew exactly who they were. They knew what they were about to do to you, and they had a roadmap they were preparing to take you down. Now, having said all those things, the narcissist knows what they're doing, and they had done it before they met you. They did it with you, and they're doing it right now. The narcissist also knows that each and every one of these relationships they are a part of, they all expire, they all end. Some of them last a couple days, some a couple weeks, some a couple months, some years, some a lifetime. Once you get the wisdom, you have to apply the tools and eventually go no contact. Going no contact means blocking that person, deleting them. It means removing them, and it means removing all flying monkeys and people that are associated with them. If you've done that, you know it served you. If you haven't done it yet, you have to ask yourself the question, what are you waiting for? Again, if you are still connected with the narcissist for financial reasons, or maybe you're still married to them, or you're living with them, or you work with them, etc., well, then you're going to have to get ready to create, develop, and execute the exit plan when the time is ready. That time, if it's not here, it will be rapidly approaching, but you're going to have to plan for it. And having said all those things, this is why it was over before it began. You see, the narcissist goes through cycles. Cycles of people, cycles of relationships, cycles of access. And the narcissist is not loyal to anybody. You thought they were loyal to you. You thought they were committed to you. You maybe even thought they loved you, or that they had your best interest at heart. All four of those things you now know are not true. The narcissist used you, they abused you, they manipulated you, they tricked you, they trapped you, and they never wanted you to come up to ever see the light of day. Notice a few things that I just shared, especially the last line, the last sentence I said right there, the light of day. You are a beautiful, bright, shining light. This is you, right here. The narcissist is way down here, not in the background, that beautiful background that I'm showing you. The narcissist is in the low vibrational quagmire state. That's where they exist. When they latched onto you, they knew that you would catapult them from one leg of their life to the next leg. Whatever it was, that's what they had in mind. And I can assure you, they took everything they set out to take from you and more without you even knowing it. And that is why the narcissist does what they do, because they are thieves, they're robbers, they're criminals. They fly by night, they use masks, they use smoke and mirrors, they use mystery, they use illusions, they use charm, they use whatever they can use to trap people and to capture them. You were one of those people, so was I. Once you're out, you stay out. If you are out, you know what I'm talking about. You should be dropping comments below to pay it forward. If you're not out yet, well, continue to watch the video and get your cup full. But this is why it was over before it began. You never had a chance when you were with that person. You never, ever, ever could get what you were looking for. You never could get what you were promised. You could never get what you and the narcissist had agreed upon. Because once the narcissist knew that they had you wherever they wanted you, example, maybe you got married, maybe you proposed them, maybe you moved in with them, maybe you gave them money, maybe you loaned them money, maybe you did something else that connected them to you or you to them. You showed them that you were invested. Once they knew you were invested, that's when they began to take you for granted, to actually punish you more and to pull back more from the relationship. You need to remember this, and I've shared it for years. The narcissist wears masks, many masks, plural. Not just one mask, like on Halloween, which is in a couple months. You wear a mask for a couple hours and you go trick-or-treat and come home and see what candy you got. No, the narcissist wears, at any one day, they can wear upwards of a couple hundred masks. And you may say, 100, where does that come from? Well, think about it. If the narcissist is crawling all over social media or dating apps, they can be any persona they want to be. There are multiple masks. Now, having said those things, it was over before it started. The reason why is because, again, you were committed, you were vulnerable, you were naive, and you thought that that relationship was going to last for your lifetime. The relationship eventually fell apart, as they all do. The relationship eventually deteriorated, as they all do. The relationship eventually was held up by you doing everything, and the narcissist doing virtually nothing but directing you, commanding you, willing you, punishing you. That's why you were the engine, you were the fuel source. I've shared this for years. You are the beautiful, bright, shining light. But when you were in that relationship, the narcissist used you and your energy and your beautiful, bright, shining light to direct it to where they wanted it directed, to help them out, not to help you out. I'll fast forward to this part of the video. Think about something. When that relationship ended that you were part of, the narcissist just went off into the darkness. They slithered off elsewhere. You were left holding the bag. You didn't know what happened. You didn't know about narcissism. You didn't know what they did to you, and you were left reeling. That happens way more often than you would think. Now, it happened to you, which is why you're watching the video and you're getting stronger as you're understanding what I'm sharing with you. But to the narcissist, their mission was finished at that point. And you may say mission, well, I'm just a word. Meaning, for them, they had taken everything that they wanted to take from you at that point. And they already most likely had a new source of supply lined up. At the very least, if they didn't have a supply source lined up, what they did have is they had a plan, and they wanted to use everything they stole from you the way they wanted to use it. Let's talk about money for a quick second, because I can assure you the narcissist took you for money. Well, what does the narcissist love more than money? They love your money more than money. And when your money runs out, the narcissist is right behind the money. So having said that, with the example I'm sharing, when the discard happened, the narcissist took the money they stole from you, and whatever they did with it, they did with it. Now, I am not sugarcoating any of this. I'm not downplaying any of it. I'm highlighting the facts that you need to get away from these people as fast as you possibly can. I'm highlighting the facts you need to get away from these people as far as you can. And I'm highlighting the fact that it was over before it ever began, because you didn't realize that the more you shared with the narcissist, the more they were going to weaponize it against you. The more money you gave them or helped support them with, the more money they would want. The more things you did for them, the more they would ask. Eventually, what you were given were things that I deemed years ago in 2021 called the endless to-do list. What is an endless to-do list? It's when a person, in this case the narcissist, says, hey, you have a free day today, you're not doing anything. Instead of sitting on the couch, why don't you cook, clean, vacuum, walk the dog, pay the bills, pick up the Amazon packages, wash the car, pay the mortgage. If I didn't say cut the grass and more, they gave you things to do. Why? Because they wanted to burn you out. And also, they gave you the endless to-do list because you would be doing those things willingly, unknowingly, that you were being, your energy was being used up for doing things that they didn't want to do themselves, and they knew you would do it. I hope you follow that part of the video. If you don't, play it again and again. Essentially, in a nutshell, when the narcissist gives a person an endless to-do list, there will be another endless to-do list right afterwards, and then another, and another, and another. And the endless to-do lists that people are given are tasks and chores or jobs to do that the narcissist doesn't want to do and they won't do, and you have to do those things. Now again, if all that makes sense to you, continue on the video. If it doesn't, you need to pause this video, go back and play it again. An endless to-do list is not something you want anyone to ever give you, ever. Because that means if the person's dumping something on your plate, that means that they, A, don't want to do it, but B, they think you can do it, and C, they're expecting you to do it. Now, having said all those theses, all those ideas to this point of the video, it was over before it began, because the narcissist was playing a game of chess with you when you were playing tiddlywinks, meaning this. They were playing a game, and the game was with your life. You were not playing a game. You were living your life, but you were naive and vulnerable, etc., like I shared. You were committed to the person. They knew you were committed, and once they knew you were committed, they would begin to move you around on that invisible chessboard, eventually trying to call checkmate on you and everything that made you you. Well, what happened along the way is you called checkmate on the narcissist without even knowing it. And the day that happened is the day that you figured out what narcissism was. That's the day you began to really understand what was done to you, how it was done, and you began to get light bulb moments. Once you got your light bulb moments, you began to realize that, yeah, if you stayed in that relationship longer, it would have been more of the same. It would have been actually worse. And the less you had to give, the more the narcissist wanted. Eventually, it was a perfect recipe to destroy one person's life, and that's a fact. But you didn't know that back then, so you were still trying to fix an unfixable relationship. The narcissist knew that the whole time. They knew they were just going to burn you out on that hamster wheel of abuse, that you would continue to try to get their attention, continue to try to talk to them, continue to try to spend time with them. And what would they be doing? They would be carving out 15 minutes here, 6 minutes there, 20 minutes there. They would be making plans and canceling them. They would be keeping you on a string, and they would be keeping you on the hook, but they wouldn't be committed. This is what these people do. Now, having said that, at the very end of the relationship, what happened to you? I can assure you one of a few things. One, you either were discarded, like I was. That's probably what happened to you. Two, you ended it yourself because you figured out what narcissism is. That probably wasn't you, but possibly. Or three, this is the first or one of the first videos you're ever consuming, and it possibly is, and now you're getting light bulb moments. If you are in the third category of people I just mentioned, you need to really, really do the deep dive on narcissism. Now, you may not even understand fully what narcissism is. Let's just interchange that word for a moment with toxicity, with poor behavior, with a person who's emotionally abusing you or taking advantage of you. With just very simple terms, an unhealthy, unstable person who can go off the rails at any moment. If you are in a relationship similar to that, you know what I'm talking about. Any way you cut it, you need to get the message that this person is not going to improve. They're not going to miraculously change tomorrow. They won't change in a week, a month, a year, a decade, or more. Their chip has been inserted in their body. Whatever the chip is, take it or leave it, whatever you want it to be. But the point is they haven't fully developed, and they're not going to develop miraculously tomorrow because they already think they know everything. They already think that you're not smart. They already think that they're smarter than you, better looking than you, and they know more than you. They already know who you are, essentially. That's why you have to cut the ties with said person. Now, to tie this all together before I close the video, I want to share two quick things with you. One, it was over before you even knew anything about what you were entering, which is the relationship. Number two is the narcissist certainly knew. When they found you, when they encountered you, when they met you, they knew what they were going to do to you. Did they know exactly what they would do? No. Did they know what you offered and what your value was? Absolutely yes. Did they know who they were before you knew who they were? 100% yes. Did you know who you were when you met them? No, you didn't. You thought you did, but you didn't. Did you know who they were? Absolutely not. Now, the $1 million question is this. Do you know who you are now? Well, you're learning. You're getting the message. You see, everything on this planet isn't how it appears to be. Every person isn't who they appear to be. And everybody, and I mean everybody, reveals themselves in time. I've revealed myself, you have, the narcissist has, and so many other people are revealing themselves more and more each and every day on this planet. And you are seeing more and more strange behaviors on this planet right now in August of 2026 because there's an energetic shift taking place and you're a part of it. And you know you are. I know you are too. I'm a part of it as well. Once you do your part and go no contact and block the narcissists, plural, you will have insulated and protected not only yourself, but those loved and trusted ones that you have around you, if you have anybody. And when you do your part, as I've done my part, we do our part and other people do their part. Eventually, the narcissist will have zero, and I do mean zero, access to an empath. Those days are approaching. The clock is ticking. The Grim Reaper is right around the back of the narcissist, and Father Time is ticking. The narcissist knows this. You can't put the genie back in the bottle, and you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, and the narcissist cannot, and I mean not, take back or gaslight anybody any longer as to what they've done. They know what they did, and there's going to be a big price for them to pay because the narcissist games, they're getting old, they're boring, they're tiresome, they're really stale, and the narcissist does not know what to do from here because the playbook that was written for them thousands of years ago, it only goes to page 666. It doesn't go to page 667, and the narcissists all over the world right now are dusting that old playbook off, looking at it, trying to figure out what to do because we finally caught up with them. Not only did we catch up with them, when I say we, I mean empaths, I mean people who were abused, manipulated, taken advantage of, crumbled up like sheet of paper, thrown away in the freeway and left for dead. We are not only catching up with them, but we are superseding them, which is why I shared with you earlier, this part of the video. It's checkmate, you win. When you go no contact with the narcissist or narcissists plural, you win. Right there, you win. What you need to do then is you need to really focus on yourself and heal properly. And that's why I create videos every day. You see, the journey is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take a lot of time. But in your time, you will heal when you utilize the tools that I provide for you with each and every video and from all the insightful and intuitive and amazing comments all over the world. At one point, I was the new supply. At one point, I didn't realize that I didn't have a chance. At one point, I didn't realize I couldn't fix these people because they're broken. I didn't know that. I do now. And that's why once I encounter toxicity, I want nothing to do with it, because all it's going to do is consume my energy, steal from me, and I can't do anything for those people anyway, because all they want to do is get access to somebody like me, which is you. That's why you need to get the message loud and clear. It was over before it began. Now, the silver lining of the video here is, checkmate, you win. When you realize that that person, they threw haymakers at you left, right, and center. They threw upper body punches, body blows. They punched you in the nose. These are all metaphors. They're not literal. And they did everything they could to destroy you. And they failed. And they know they failed. That's why I'm here. That's why you're here. So you need to really take a deep breath in and say to yourself, wow, what a journey it's been. What a ride. But I made it out. And I'm healthy. I'm safe. I'm abundant. I'm peaceful. And look at me now. That's what you will say with yourself. But in the very early days of the narcissistic relationship that you entered, you didn't know what narcissism was. They did. You didn't know what was going to happen. They did. And you were thinking that you two were going to ride off into the sunset, live happily ever after. The narcissist knew that would never happen. They knew that they were going to do their best to take everything that mattered to you, crush it up, stomp on it, destroy it, and then blame you for doing whatever you did. That's why these people are toxic. That's why you can't save them. That's why you can't help them. And that's why the narcissist is a sinking ship. They're a ticking time bomb, and they will never, and I do mean never, improve. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. A few quick things. One, I'm in a new location. Two, I hope the sound is better because, well, of course, there's a car. Because I have a little better insulation here. And number three, this is a really peaceful experience up here. So I wanted to share it with you and see what you all think about it. But understand something, the video, the thumbnail was just to let you know that you never had a chance from the minute you met that person until you figured out who they were. And that's unfortunate, but it's true. And it is really, really not a good experience to go through. But I did it, you did it, we're out, and we've healed or we're healing. You need to understand something. If you think for 1 minute that the person you're considering doesn't know what they're doing, you really need to play this video over and over again, because the person you're considering, not only did they know what they were doing, not only did they do it before, not only are they doing it now, but they strategically did their best to destroy you, your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, your health, your money, your time, your relationships, your hobbies, your exercise routines, and everything and more. They tried their best, but they failed. You need to remember that. That's why once you get the wisdom, you have to close the chapter of the book on the narcissist once and for all. I love you all. God bless you, and have a great evening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye. And that is beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. So gorgeous. It's lush, it's greenery, and it's abundance. I love you. Bye.